Listen closely and you can hear the words that will forever echo in our hearts.
I still have a dream.
They resonate, challenging us to strengthen our resolve.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Dr. King spoke to a nation years ago, and communities like ours still hear his voice. Today, we celebrate individuals and companies who offer expression to Dr. King's message of hope and opportunity. We honor their courage and commitment and spotlight the content of their character.
Little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
And then we can work something out so you not having to live on the streets. We can get you some housing.
Dr. King guides the conscience of our community through the work of Urban Peak, an agency that believes in the potential of every youth.
So what are you going to do with this psychology degree?
I plan on being a counselor.
Really? Nice. You're going to be awesome at it.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Way to go.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
They provide services to homeless and runaway youth. Urban Peak works the streets, gaining the confidence of those in desperate need of the support and skills necessary to move forward and become independent.
It won't hurt. What else do you need? Do you need socks or anything? Socks might lead to a job, a soda and a conversation with a kid might lead to moving off the streets. Real basic needs stuff, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to build that relationship and watch them as they move from where they are now and trying to get them to come in and check out what it is that we're about and what is it going to take for them to take that next big step.
We go out in the streets and we find young people like down on the 16th Street Mall, and then we bring them in for shelter, we help them stabilize, we help them go back to school, we help them find jobs, and ultimately we help them either return to their families or live independently on their own. Each year, over half of our young people make it off the streets.
If I didn't come here, I'd probably be sleeping under a bridge somewhere.
Kyle dropped out of high school, ran away, and came to Urban Peak because he had no place to go. Now, thanks to Urban Peak, he's been reconnected to his dreams.
I didn't see myself having my GED, but now I see myself as my GED and going to college and everything right when I would if I graduated high school, which is so cool. It's wonderful here.
Providing opportunities for youth also drives Arlene Hirschfeld.
It's really been a thrill to see many more people from all corners of our community walking into the museum.
The Denver Art Museum is just one of the many organizations she has done long-term, hands-on work for.
I've always liked to connect people, whether it's been with the Junior League or Grayland Country Day School or Manual High School where my kids went to school. And I love to connect people to improve their lives, to embellish their lives, to enhance their lives. It just fits in beautifully.
She's been encouraging and enriching our community for more than 35 years and loves every minute of it.
You need to focus on other people and make the world a better place for everybody, to give meaning to your life.
In his humble manner, Joe Cerna also works to connect people.
I think that opportunity should be extended to all.
He served as president of the Rocky Mountain Indian Chamber of Commerce and now serves as vice chair of the Colorado Women's Chamber.
If I have an opportunity to help someone, I love to do that.
As a leader, Joe works hard at keeping our community strong.
When you see something that needs to be done, then you do it. You don't get anywhere by yourself, I believe.
Hey, Carrie. How you doing? All right, stay there. Good. How you?
Pretty good. What's happening?
Dr. Bernard Gibson enjoys coming back to the Eastside Family Health Center to visit colleagues and friends. The center was recently renamed in his honor.
When we named the clinic after Dr. Gibson, we thought there'd be like maybe 100 people. We were so full. I mean, we had to borrow chairs from the Glen Arm Center across the street because there was just so many people here to honor him.
Rosa Zoom on sign.
Get out of here.
Yes,
Rosa Son. Wonderful. Good to see you.
I am a person who believes that
To whom much is given, you must contribute.
Dr. Gibson practiced medicine for more than 40 years, but he's never stopped taking care of our community.
My wife says to me that I'm as busy now, and I am chairman of this professional assessment committee of Kappa Towers and Richard Allen Garden. And we look out for the residents. We teach them. If they do not have adequate health care, we try to stir them in the right direction to get proper health care.
Denver Victim Service Center, this is Velma. How can I help you?
A 24-hour hotline provides immediate support for victims of crime. It's kind of the knock on the door of the Denver Victim Service Center. It's also just the tip of the iceberg. The center offers a comprehensive range of services from crisis counseling to support groups.
What we do well is we provide service to those who ordinarily would not be served in a way that is respectful and sensitive and honest, and we go the distance. We are advocates, we are voices, we are brokers.
We just can't understand, so.
Grandparents Raising Grandchildren workshops help grandparents deal with new responsibilities.
By attending a seminar like you had in April, it showed me so many insights of different ways of dealing with the situations.
We have a 2-day workshop for grandparents who became the primary caregivers for kids who've been abused, abandoned, or neglected by their primary caregiver.
And today we understand how feelings are related to behavior, and that with behavior we have consequences.
Brothers reaching out toward healing, exploration, and respect of self provide support for boys who are witnesses to or victims of crime.
And this is a special program that really focuses on targeting feelings, targeting emotions that they may be feeling toward a situation that may have happened before. Talked about you. Anything else?
We see the worst of the worst. We also get to see resiliency. We get to see a lot of courageous people who do a lot of difficult work to recover. People rise above the stigma of being a victim and think about themselves in terms of being a survivor or even a thriver.
Employees of Bank One are encouraged to care at a personal level. It's no problem getting a crew to surrender a weekend to help Habitat for Humanity build a home.
When you get the nail driven in, drive it all the way in, and then hit it about 2 more times. So when you run your finger across it, it's going to be smooth. You won't feel a nail head sticking out. Don't worry about it.
We really feel like that a big part of who we are in the community is what we can give back to the community.
They involve themselves in something as large as Habitat for Humanity versus some very individual kinds of things that they get involved in. The company provides a leadership environment in which people then can play out their own particular interests.
Bank One has a loan program that makes dreams come true for low to moderate income home buyers.
It's a sense of accomplishment, a sense of security, and knowing that I can be home in an environment where it's peaceful, it's quiet.
We think that builds a lot of stability, not only in family, but also in community.
Bank One also provides sponsorship for the Arts Build Communities program.
Oh, that's looking beautiful. Okay, you know what you got to do? Is you got to let it dry. So go set it on the table, let it dry.
Many of these kids do not have art either at school or at home, and we may be their only opportunity. We focus on multicultural activities throughout the year and really try and do a pride in their culture and to learn about other cultures. So it's not only positive activities, but it's also building art skills and learning about other cultures.
From helping kids design a brighter future to keeping their fingers on the pulse of our community, the work of individuals and organizations honored today supports the philosophy of Dr. King.
It's the culmination of I Have a Dream, of Dr. King's vision, and we share a part in that vision.
They bring new meaning to his message of hope, love, and responsibility. Through their courage, commitment, and most of all, character, they keep the dream alive.
We will be able to speak